And what's good with it? It is 9:43 p.m. to the time. So take the message as you will. I want to say even with a grain of salt, but from a jump, I'm getting to the energy, right? First off, I'm getting to the energy, and then I'm hearing house of, and then I'm being told a house of what? You know, like the House of Horrors. I thought I heard that. I was like, House of what? And it said house spirit. The spirit that's coming through in message is saying the House of Horrors. So someone, and this is a Leo reading, is involved in a house of horrors, created a house of horrors, or has been implanted in a house of horrors. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be like end quote, but it could be that's what they are. They operate by a type of code, right? The first card at that came through, Leo, is community. The last card that came through is player. You know what I'm saying? So there is like a code of operation that goes on um, in this in your life for those that the message will resonate with. That's what's coming through. It's an active community. Okay, a combo list. There's a combo list about them. Okay, and the expectation they raise individual as such. Mm-hmm. This is a lifestyle. This was coming through is like pimp. My great great granddaddy was a pimp. My great granddaddy was a pimp, but you know what I'm saying? I know I'm like laughing about it, you know, but I'm laughing because to me it's funny, but to us is not so much funny, right? It's reality. But you know, it's only laughable to me because I'm not involved with that. I never had to experience that, right? Well, scratch that. I was encountered by somebody like that. But, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't indulging, you know what I'm saying? I got out as quick as possible, you know what I'm saying? Meaning out of the connection from that person. But honestly, when I think about it as somebody else too, like as a teen, I met this female who was like, mannerisms were of that nature. Um, so yeah, like so I guess you could I mean on multiple occasions, but more are on a serious note, right? And not just that, but so individuals operate differently. You know what I'm saying? Their lifestyles differently. Their G code is different, right? Their rules, moral compass is different, right? So that's to be expected, but however, that's not necessarily taught. You know, to many. Like you will find out if you find out. You know what I'm saying? You cross paths with these individuals or cross these individuals who's coming through. Okay, so we have here femme glam. So there's a glamorous about an individual. They like the bright and shiny. I feel like they're attracted to it. I'm hearing like fat kid loves cake. This is that kind of energy. So someone has a compass of like a richness, a rich compass. So if they see someone that they has like some kind of to them, you know, they go after them immediately. There's no question if, ands, or buts. Something about like even like they're taught a description, right? They're so an individual is trained. So Leo, this could be you. I mean, this is Leo's energy that has been trained in a ideology, a mentality, right? And so this is that energy you could have noticed, and it all seems natural to you, right? Because we only know what we're taught, really, until we guide ourselves, you know what I'm saying, from other than what we're taught. At that point, we'll know, like, hey, I was just fully implanted thoughts, ideas, mannerisms. When we become mature, right, embodied in self, male or female, right? So this is that energy that this individual compass goes after a certain, you know, teaching. You know, I'm getting like where family members will say like give certain comments about certain individuals they're involved with, right? And it becomes enticing the stories they tell, right? About their experience. I was talking to this kind of guy. I was talking to that kind of female. You know what I'm saying? What they experience in that time with them, in the relationship or situationship, right? Like Tories, stories are being told Taurus could be of significance. I'm gonna have to look up that name Tori to see the meaning behind it. Hold up, I want to go get the other phone. Hold up. Let's see. I mean, I know a meaning, but we'll see. Hold up. So the name Tori, according to like the Google AI overview, its meaning is a pursuer or an outlaw, and that's in British politics. Tory became a term for supporters. In Latin is for victory. In Celtic, it means pursuer or outlaw. Okay, and in British, it's a supporter for a monarchy. Okay, what are monarchy? They go by a certain system, right? A systematic individual. And this systematic individual coming through in this message is like this is a player, a part of a bigger function, right? A bigger team. And everyone has like their specifics. It's like one being trained to be like a mother, one being trained to be a farmer, one being trained to be the player, right? One being trained to be the breadwinner, right? This is that energy. Like everyone has a specific role, and for some are being trained to go after a certain type of female, like look for these characteristics, right? These appearance, right? These it's like so even coming through like certain eyes, right? Nose, there's like a specific individuals that are looking on the hunt, and it's really common that's been coming through. So now I know that's for Leo's reading. It's really common for people, especially I know a lot of individuals, even more so like the white race. I noticed they're really big on the treasures, the taught about treasures, pirates, and everything, and they go seek out a lifestyle. They'll go. Many get approval to borrow money, right? This is a side message. And then they'll buy a certain area and search in that certain area, like search through the ground and everything to see if they can find any goods, right? Any resources, natural resources, you know what I'm saying? But this is like that kind of energy. They have like an agenda. Like it's a seeker. This is a seeker energy, okay? But that has been coming through. A lot of individuals are on that, seeking for an area, buying area with borrowed money, and then trying to, their aim is to become a owner of it, right? Gain ownership of an area based on money they borrowed in the first place. So very interesting. Yeah. All right. So but yeah, we have permits here and tied. So you could be tied to a lifestyle, a system formatting, a family formatting, and it could be like, I want to say discontentment, distasteful discontentment, because it's like, why the fuck do I have to keep looking like, why do I have to look after this person or for this person, I feel like it's just implanted. It comes so natural. Whatever these teachings, it came so natural. But you're like tired of this because it's not natural. It's unnatural. But at a young age, it was installed that way. It seemed natural. No. Okay. Active, counting clouds and looks like. Okay. 30 and 1919 could be a significance. 24. The year 2019 could have been significant, or when you were 19 could have been a major point, starter point in your life. Year 2024 could have been significant. You could have had like an awakening out the park. You could have like hit like a home run or like get a major clue to like some type of game you're playing, or a challenge that you're in, or you're placing yourself in a challenge. You could have gotten a clue, received a clue. Okay, LLC is less than significance. You could have wavy hair, or you could like wavy hair. Okay. What more still? Permits, you could be someone seeking to get permits to create your own baseball park for the community. adding to the community or building your own team. You could even be on the scout to build your own team, right? And you're looking for specific type of players, like someone that can't be easily persuaded, someone that has a head on their shoulder already, someone that you could teach. Say like you create like a program, right? And you teach them a function, and if they already have their intellect themselves, right? They're high functioning, but also you coach them on this function for a program, and that's like even better. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of individual that is sought after. Okay. You could be looking to level, like this is certify others. This is like official. Okay, we have here the Four of Wands, Famgram Counting Clouds LLC expected. So yeah, there is a customary expected in a house, family, community active wavy combo list. Yeah. Type 1924 player. Okay, so you also could be, let me see, on 25 years of in gap away from your lover. Your lover could be 5 years younger or 5 years older, or you know what I'm saying? That could be a clue also. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing, when like they hit the ball, like you're at a what is it, Round Rock Express, watching a baseball game, and I'm hearing like the fireworks go off, but it's like the ball hit first, that bat, the sound of the bat hitting the ball, and then like right after instant hit, like instant home run even. So it could become confirmation somewhere here for you. If that's the case, baseball also. Four of Wands, and then we have here the Seven of Wands. Yes, and Kirby. Yeah, you definitely have specifics, and you're wanting to defend your interest. You're wanting to defend your interest, your personal interest, besides the interest that you were assigned, like family assigned you to have an interest. So this is someone that's is so much being challenged by family customaries, and it's like a Leo here, not just someone. A Leo is being challenged by family customaries, and they are fighting back. Like, you don't have to be physically fighting; you could be verbally fighting, right? Proving your case, right? Bringing your claim to the table, proving your case, having proof. You know what I'm saying? So like, not just like factual proof, but like, I mean, like make it make sense. Not just factual proof, but like some form of evidence, like to prove your case. Like, someone really has to like argue, like get approval of someone. Like that's what I feel like. Someone has to get approval, because what the fuck? Like, you either gonna support me or not. That's person, that's me. You gonna support me or not? Like, I could share with you like more of that, but at the same time, this is not that. This is like, I have to tell you why I'm choosing this job, for example, and then I have to provide you all the necessary, like, my thinking on it, and then like the back history of this job, the locate, like, it's like that you have to provide all kinds of information for it, and it's like, that's depleting and irritating. But this is how this Leo functions, or has to function, has to operate rather. Okay, we have here the Ace of Pentacles on LLC, out the park. Type of opportunity at this ballpark, and then the Six of Wands. During a game, you could be provided an opportunity, or epiphany could come to you. You could be received a download from spirit, and you're knowing the steps to take. Thank you, Spirit. To take. In the Six of Wands, expected house. There's like a win, a victory, a win for a house, or like a newer development. Okay, the Knight of Swords and to the Tower. So that defending is, I feel like someone is having to explain themselves, overly explain to the point they're going to experience an outburst if they have to continue to over-explain. If I have to continue to over-explain, this is that kind of feel. So find some Zen, Leo. okay? And know where you have to explain yourself, where you should explain yourself, and where you shouldn't, okay? Okay, and then we have here the King of Pentacles coming through. Crossing the Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands, yeah. Yeah, like as long as you're solid in your thinking, your decision, and you're having like full picture of your actions you're taking, then that really matters most. If you're gonna go off and like share all that before anything happens, expect a sabotage, right? Because others aren't going to respect your approaches that you're gonna take. You hadn't taken them yet, right? So they're not gonna. They don't know your approaches. They can't respect something they don't know, right? So keeping more private is key at this moment for sure. Even okay, Knight of Swords and communicating your defense. Like I feel like just get the basic information that you need. It's valid enough, and then just leave it at that. Don't over explain on it. It's like have 4 or 5 main points and back the information. That's it. And then leave space for a response. Okay. Okay. It's like kind of like do your work. You know, do your diligence. Due diligence. Taking your pictures, taking note, right? Communicating and checking in. You know, it's like that. Checking in, taking pictures, taking notes, okay, waiting for a response, communicating back. This is like that. I think that 3 of Swords really went back in. Yeah, to avoid a disturbance though. To avoid a disturbance or an error, you know, King of Cups, find that flow, create that flow. You have to find that within you. Okay? Male or female? Okay. All right, and then 3 more. Then we have here the Nine of Wands, crossing that 7 of Wands, Knight of Swords, Tower, which is creating a creating or applying protective measures. Okay. Then we have here the Nine of Cups, nice. On the Ace of Pentacles, Tower, King of Pentacles, nice. Really focusing in on your direction, applying yourself, and delivering. And then what comes of that with all that? The best outcome, or like superb is going to do the superb outcome. And then we have here Hermit on the King of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Okay, expected house, and you're seeing. So I'm seeing you like in a cloak, and you're like looking in. Like I feel like you're tall. I feel like even if you're not tall in spirit, you are. You're tall. Certain individuals will recognize that. Okay, because like y'all are on the same wavelength, but I'm seeing a tall individual. It's like more like the spirit, yeah. Looking into more. Okay, it's like to have a foresight. Okay, Knight of Wands, and how you're best going to pursue forward. 2 of Cups. Okay, that's what I have. I kind of put something here. Where are you? Okay. So that is called Oracle. That is called Oracle. Came out fast. We have here transformation, yeah. And that's on this combination of energy here that speaks on having to defend yourself, like plead your case, right? I feel like someone's in their family has to be like that. Like always provide explanations. It's like kind of like, where are you at? Where are you at? Like you always have to say where you're at, and that becomes invading the privacy even, and it's kind of feels like you need space to breathe. You know, wisdom, and so you're finding the best approach to take. Like you're creating a solution for like these. This is like steps to take that are going to support a faster win, a completion, or not even faster, but a more easygoing win. Okay, Okay, sacred unity here from goddess, great goddess. And then we have here radical acceptance. Okay, on the Hermit, Six of Wands, King of Pentacles. Radical acceptance is fortune showing the water and then create healing and then healing. So there's healing throughout this process. Also, it's like how you make it, right? It's how you make it, the experience. Because at the end of the day, you have the memories, whatever memories your decisions acted on, you have those memories to look back on. So really be in full conscience of your decisions, your actions, right? Okay, here forward. And then I have the Isis coming through. For Leo, Anubis, Solomon. Okay, scales of balance came through. Balancing give and take, directing and flowing, play and solitude are ways to heal the relationship between the inner masculine and feminine energies, Leo. Connection with the body is the most powerful form of healing for the feminine energy as it holds the secrets to divine feminine wisdom. So dance, sing, and play. Okay, speaks on balance. Okay, when you're in tune and alignment with yourself, you're going to be able to engage in situations with ease. Okay, complete tasks with ease. Okay, so find some center. All right, that's what happened. They'll take care of peace with each other.